Dr. Ross Judies, and on the Tuesday after Hurricane Katrina's Monday morning strike, I flew to the Superdome to help out at the first aid station. Along with 3 paramedics, we took a helicopter from Lafayette to New Orleans. This is the New Orleans International Airport, and in the distance is Lake Pontchartrain. It was Lake Pontchartrain that flooded the city through the canal system where the levees had been breached. At the bottom of this scene is the Mississippi River. This part of New Orleans is called Metairie. You can see some of the flooding damage in this scene. The 17th Street levee was breached and caused most of this flooding into Metairie and into parts of New Orleans. It was other levees that caused flooding into the New Orleans East area and St. Bernard Parish. As we approached the Superdome, you could see the roof had been torn off. Our mission was to report to the first aid station and try to help out as many people as we could. At the time, the Superdome had around 10,000 people inside, but that would grow to be 30 or more thousand in the next 72 hours. Interstate 10 is the most popular way to travel into New Orleans, and as you can see from this image, Interstate 10 was flooded. Flying in and seeing all the water was just surreal. I had spent 4 years of medical school in the city of New Orleans and had grown to love the city even more after moving back to Louisiana in 1996, spending many weekends in New Orleans, enjoying the food and the music and the oddities that were New Orleans. This is the Superdome and the arena surrounded by water, essentially an island. If you look over in the foreground of the Superdome is the landing pad that was used to medevac many of the patients out of the Superdome over the next several days. There are 2 Black Hawk helicopters. This area was in a secured area. People over the next several days waded in 3 to 4 or 5 feet of water to get into the Superdome. In the near vicinity were many hospitals: Tulane, Charity Hospital, University, and the Veterans Hospital. It would be days before the doctors, nurses, and the patients from those hospitals would be completely evacuated. Here are some people walking out of the city. Our mission was to report to the first aid station. We would be there 32 hours.